Welcome, everybody. It's great to be here for our third panel, which is Fighting Cancers from Biology to Policy. I think we've heard already today what an amazing time we are in terms of cancer research. And we're going to be talking about the kind of juxtaposition between the incredible scientific advances and some of the major challenges that we are facing in order to get these advances to patients in the most effective way so they can make the greatest difference. My disclosures are listed here. I think in terms of thinking about cancer over time, just to put in perspective how amazing what you've heard today really is, from ancient times until the 1990s, we've had three major approaches for tackling cancer: surgery, radiotherapy, and chemotherapy. And in the last 20 to 25 years, we have seen this explosion in science that has brought us two major new pillars: molecularly targeted therapy and immunotherapy. And this has really ushered in this whole new era in the way we think about cancer care, which we refer to as precision medicine. Back in 1971, we thought there was one type of cancer, and as you've heard, we now appreciate that there are literally hundreds and hundreds of different cancers, and that means we need to match treatment to individual patients or their tumor characteristics, and it's that thinking and those advances which have been so critical. Coupled to this new understanding that's come from our scientific research investment is a huge number, a large number of new oncology therapies that are being approved. And you can see here that these are being approved at a rapidly increasing rate. So lots of acceleration, and most of these new advances are showing up in these categories of molecularly targeted therapies or immunotherapies. And these have had huge impact on patients, as we've heard. I want to give you an example of a patient who has been dramatically impacted by these advances in cancer research and care. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about a young woman named Emma Whitehead. Now she's a young woman, thankfully. Emma was 5 years old when she was diagnosed with a particular type of acute myoblastic leukemia and acute lymphocytic leukemia. And this disease, she went to her physician, she was treated for this illness, and they thought she had a really good chance of surviving. Unfortunately, when Emma was 6 years old, she relapsed with very aggressive disease. And ultimately, her parents were told that they should take her home and she should go on hospice care. Fortunately for Emma, her parents were amazing advocates, and also there was this amazing science going on simultaneously. And Emma became the first person to go on a clinical trial for CAR T-cell therapy. And here's Emma's story.
Emma was given her T-cell treatment, and within a few days, she was very sick. She had breathing difficulties, she had blood pressure difficulties. We knew that she could not have gotten any sicker without actually dying.
But then a remarkable thing happened. The T cells were growing, they were starting to fight the cancer.
Within hours, Emma's fever disappeared.
It was like the calm after the storm. The clouds went away, and she woke up and there was no leukemia. When that child survived, it was, of course, an amazing event.
That's the story that inspires us all and gives us all hope for the future. Patients today are alive because of the advances in cancer research and care. But There is a major challenge that we are facing, and it's illustrated in this slide. The cost of cancer care is rising out of control. Here you can see the annual average increases in cancer care cumulatively plotted here. And if you look at cancer medical care in the blue line or cancer drugs in the orange line, you can see that the rate of rising cost here is accelerating dramatically compared to the GDP and including compared to healthcare in general. So this is something that is a very big challenge and an unsustainable situation. Putting it in terms of what this means for an individual patient, let's look at the median monthly price of new cancer drugs and what's happening with that compared to median monthly household income. Here you can see that right around 1995 through 1999, something started happening, and the median monthly price of new cancer drugs has been accelerating at a dramatic pace. At this point in time now, half of new cancer drugs have a price tag of over $100,000 a year. And you can see that that is well above the annual income of the average family. So this is an absolutely challenging and unsustainable situation where we have this amazing science, but it is becoming out of reach. So today we're going to be talking about this juxtaposition of the exciting science and the challenging financial climate that we're in, and really with our speakers Elaine Mardis, Carl June, Lee Newcomer, and Peter Bach, who you can read about in the program so we can have more time for discussion. You'll hear, I think, both great excitement about the science, but also some of the challenges we're facing, and we hope we'll have a robust discussion about how we might face those challenges together. So Elaine, take it away.